morning, girls and boys. It's Tuesday the 5th of May, 2020. Welcome along to this morning's little chat show coming to you live from Bracknell in Royal Berkshire on a rather chilly morning, I thought it was this morning. I got up about 8:30. The TV burst into life. I had a late night last night. I followed my addiction. I'm addicted. I'm registered addicted now. I think there should be some sort of help on the ever busy National Health Service for people like me who are addicted. I shall tell you about that. Addicted. It's terrible. Rachel will know what I'm addicted to, won't you, Rachel, darling? She'll know. It always amazes me the amount of thickos that are looking at the Facebook thing and don't realise that the show is in another place. I couldn't be more specific on, the title up there. You know, and I've made it really big this morning with lots of little smiley, are they smiley faces or something? Little suns, there's Union flags, there's globes, there's, what else did I do there? Little red things, I don't know what they are, and rainbows. And it says, good morning, find the chat show by going to, and it gives you the address, and they're still there wondering why the chat show's not there. I'm glad that those people who read that and who see that and don't read the title can't join us, to be honest, because it's just amazing the amount of thick people that are on Facebook. It just totally amazes me. It really does. Anyway, good morning to you. Who's with us early? Let's give a few name checks very early today. Jason Hughes, good morning to you. Andy, hello. Michael Lawrence, Rachel's there. Diane Jeb, Gavin Bass, Michael Pullman, Sean, young Sean Pye. Hello, Sean. Shania Steele. Shania, have you downloaded your NHS? Shania's head of the Catholic Church on the Isle of Wight, incidentally. And have you downloaded the NHS app, which is being tested? The people on the Isle of Wight are guinea pigs, boys and girls, and they look like guinea pigs when you go over. They all look the same on the Isle of Wight. It's very strange. What was that bleeping at me there? Oh, okay. Yep, okay, that's all right. Yeah. Yes, they're guinea pigs this morning. They have to download the NHS app. Have you downloaded it yet, Shania? Otherwise, I'll be having a word with that health minister. What's his name? Strange-looking bloke, dear. Have you downloaded your NHS app yet, Shania? We need to know, Mark, darling. Who else is there? Martin Soper. Good morning, Marilyn. I beg your pardon. Marilyn Soper. Good morning. Welcome to the show. If you're new this morning, we often have one or two new people pop up. A very warm welcome to you as well. It's just a little bit of fun that we have every morning. You may or may want to join or may not want to join the chat box. There's lots of silent viewers out there as well. So a very good morning to you. I hope your day goes well. I always look forward to my days. I get very excited. I never get bored. Morning to Shane. Hello to young Shane. You're one of our singers, aren't you? Morning, Shane. So it's nice to see you as well. Shania won't get it until Thursday. She's downloading it. Can't believe the people are refusing to download it because of privacy. Oh, you know what they're like? It's against my civil rights. I want to go out and walk anywhere I want to, any time of the day or night. I don't care if there's a virus and it might kill me. I want to do anything. Those sort of people. No, I mean, there's only one reason for that blooming app, and it might protect you or it might save your life. But people are too thick to realise that. They're watching us all the time. They've got cameras already, dear. They're already watching us all, dear. Another app's not going to make much difference, are they? God, I hope they don't start following me where I go late at night. Hello to Mari Lowe. Hello to Mike Rees-Ponto as well. Greetings to you. Alrighty, the Vickers are the first to try it out, are they really? Right. Anyway, as I say, a bit chilly this morning. I had a couple of letters to post yesterday. Prizes, actually. The bingo prize, one of the fridge magnets for Mark Bowles. That went off yesterday. And, the fridge magnet was won by one man and his Sprinter van. Oh, have I thrown the ticket away now? Oh, that's because I posted it. One man and his Sprinter van claimed the prize yesterday. Okay, where have I got the ticket? Do you want to see the ticket? Oh, God, I've put it in. I don't know if I'm going to find it. There's loads in this bag now. Let me see if I can find it. We can't see it, so how do we believe you? No one believes anything I say. They always want proof. Always want proof. We want to see the ticket. We want to see the ticket. You've made it up. You haven't sent a prize out. It's like that. It's like these people, they send you a message, and the tone of the message sometimes, it's like you have single-handedly picked out that person to not receive a bingo ticket. It really is. You want to see the tone of the private messages that come through. Not, oh, I think you've missed me out. Or you haven't done this, or you have done that. Oh, the tone of the messages that comes in sometimes. And people wonder why. Why, hang on a minute. Is it? I think it might be a screwed up one now. If I've dealt with it, it's probably screwed up. 1 minute, 1 minute. Is this it? Oh, God. Oh, no, it's not that one. Not that one. Not that one. Is it that? Oh, hang on. Is it that one? Is it this one? No, it's not that one. I'm not going to... Oh, here. I think this is it. This looks like it. Is this it? 399? Was it 399 yesterday? What are we on now? No, that might... I don't think that's going to be it. 399? Oh, it could be. Because that's a whole week ago. See, this is how many tickets we're now giving out, right? So, where are we now? That will be the first ticket to go out today, 672, right? That was last week. That's how many tickets are going out now. So there it is. That was the winner yesterday, Sprinter Van. Okay? So he won and he claimed by text message. Our text message service is, as always, firing away. If you can't send a message any other way, the text message service is there for you as well. And Carl, that's one man in his Sprinter Van, claimed literally a minute after the show yesterday, a text dropped in, and that's already in the post for you. It went off yesterday afternoon, all right? I thought I might walk to the delivery office yesterday. Not the delivery office, the sorting office, where you collect parcels and that, and they've not been able to deliver. Oh, we've got parcel news. Frank in Orlando, you're probably not up yet, but I think you might watch the recording of the show. So news for you coming up live and exclusive on this channel today. Oh, we should have some sort of jingle for that, really, shouldn't I? Sort of a sudden news story or something like that. Oh, Michael Lawrence has just sent us £2 super chat. Thank you very much, Michael Lawrence. And thank you very much, Michael. And for each £1 super chat, as a way of saying thank you, I now give you a raffle ticket as well for each £1. So you've just got yourself 2 raffle tickets there, okay? You can't actually buy raffle tickets, boys and girls. However, anyone that sends a super chat, for every £1 super chat, I will give you a raffle ticket for our second draw. It's the Super Chat raffle that's starting this week and will be happening every Thursday morning within the show there. I'm trying to think of an idea to build a show around the Super Chat raffle on Thursdays. Haven't come up with anything yet, though. We're not going to do another phone-in, not for now anyway. So, Michael Lawrence, let me read out your numbers here. Michael Lawrence, there you go. You got 23 and 24 there, okay? 23 and 24 for you there, Michael. Ready for the super draw, the super chat raffle, which is now on Thursday nights, okay? So don't forget, gang, anything, if you send a super chat, okay, for every £1 super chat, you'll get a raffle for the special Super Chatters raffle on Thursday nights. And that also goes if you buy something. Right, if you buy a t-shirt, hat, anything like that, for every £1 you spend on that, I will give you a raffle ticket. So, for example, the t-shirts are 11 quid. Okay, if you buy one of those, I'll also, as well as getting the t-shirt, you'll get 11 tickets put in for the super chat raffle on Thursdays. Now, I'm also at some point. Are you all right, Rachel? I'm also at some point going to put one of those in. We're going to change the prize for the super chat raffle as well. Randomly, okay? So I'm going to put one of those in there at some point. I don't know why they're not actually that popular, those hats, strangely enough. But there we go. All right. Excuse me. Still got this frog. It's been going on for weeks now. It's not a painful cough. It's just a little bit coming up all the time. Like constant flow of mucus entering my mouth and having to be cleared. Isn't it awful? Mind you, that's not as bad. The worst coughs, I think, are those ones where you can feel something stuck there, like a piece of mucus, and it won't come up. Don't you hate that? Oh, I hate that so much, dear. I hate that so much. Anyway, so yesterday I thought I'd take a different route with my walk yesterday. Instead of going over the forest, I thought I'd take a walk to the delivery office, the sorting office, where I often post letters there, because that's the quickest way to get them to you. I mean, probably only by a couple of hours, but nevertheless, I quite like that. It's a nice journey on the bicycle. I don't think I realised how far it was. I walked for about 45 minutes, and then the phone rang. It was my mate on the phone. He said, "Where are you?" I said, "Well, I'm just coming up to East Hampstead, where the chip shop and the vets is." I said, "I'm walking to the delivery office." And he said, "Oh, that's quite a lot. Oh, that's quite a long way." I said, "Yeah, I think I've realised that now." Anyway, I walked about another 3 minutes where the shops are, and they have a post office there. So if there's a post office there, there's a post box out the front, and they go quite quickly there. Quickest place, if you ever want letters collected, is outside a delivery office, right? Next quickest places tend to be right outside post offices, and the slowest places are the sort of post boxes that are kind of in like a residential road or something like that. They only collect the one here once a day, at 9 o'clock in the morning. A post office 2 or 3 times a day. Sorting office many more times than that, I think. Oh, what is that bleeping away, dear screen? Let me just turn this off here. Let me just turn it off. That's better. Won't hear that anymore. So, as I say, I walked about 45 minutes and I turned around and went back. Because then it's another 45 minutes going back again. But instead of going directly back, I wanted to have a look at a church. Now, I didn't think it would be open. And indeed it wasn't. But there's a Church of England church, which is kind of, instead of, I walked sort of away from the shops and then I turned left to go home, or right down to this church. So I walked right. It wasn't far down there at all. This Church of England church, which as expected was closed. It's got signs in there, closed because of the virus and all that business. And what a lovely place outside. It's got a cemetery outside. And I thought I'll have a little walk around there. Really nice day. Really nice day. I've done a very, very short video just to show you here, gang. Okay, this is the church. It's a Church of England church, right? And look at that. Isn't that beautiful? The cemetery is actually very, very old there. Okay, I was looking around at some of the dates of people that have died and passed on to wherever they've decided to be passed on to, wherever the Lord above has decided to place you in his world. And there's sort of 1940s, 1950s people that have died there. Didn't see any new graves at all, although perhaps they were in a different part of the cemetery that I weren't walking. It's only a small one. Now, I want you to look carefully. Look carefully at the tower. You always know it's a Church of England church rather than a Catholic one, because the Church of England churches tend to have towers, a bit like a castle, a square tower. That's a good indication. It's a fairly good way of telling whether it's Church of England or Catholic without even looking at the sign. Now, have a look at the tower and see if you can spot it. See if you can spot it, and I'll tell. If you can't spot it, hang on. I'm looking at my buttons here. It's not on the button, is it? I have a very good look at the tower and see if you can spot something on the tower that would have been added later on. Okay, ready? Here it is again. Can you see that on the tower or not? Look carefully on the top of that tower, or sort of not quite on the top. There you go. That just goes out a few there. I'll just hold the picture there for you. There you go. I've just learned how to do that, incidentally. Hold the picture. I don't actually pause it. It gets to the end, and rather fading to black, it stops at the end rather than that. Can you see something there or not? Have a little look there, and I'll come back to your messages in a moment, see if you manage to see, and I'll show that once more again. Now, talking of videos and things, I do have some stuff to show you today, boys and girls. 24. Okay, so I will need today 18 likes to show you pictures of Mick and pictures of the delightful Mandy, who is in charge of pain and suffering on this channel. When they were young, little people, and when they were older. So if you want to see those pictures, you need to click the thumbs up button, the like button, okay? And we need, what did I say, 16? We need just 16. I'm feeling very generous today. We need just 16 likes to be able to show you those pictures this morning. All right? Mike Rees-Ponto said, were you picking your plot? Certainly not. Not yet. Did anyone spot what was on that tower? Rachel likes the look of that church. Thank you, Rachel. Good morning to LaBelle, your emerald-eyed busy jacket of strange magic. So I quite like magic. I quite like magic. One of our people does magic on here. I can't remember who it is now. Someone does magic on here. Was it Sean Pye? Do you do the magic on here, Sean? Can't remember. Someone does magic on here. Someone does magic. Let's see. Have we got any messages? About the church yet? No, you haven't noticed it, have you? Peter said, sign of old age, Chris walking around graveyards. Is it really? Morning to Roy. No, Roy Brownlow does the magic. Roy Brownlow does the magic. That's right. Roy Brownlow's here. Love going around churches and cathedrals. Such great architecture. You haven't spotted it, have you? Okay, I'm going to show you it once more. See if you can see this. Look at the tower. What can you see on that tower that is perhaps added much later than the building itself? Go and have a good look. Morning to Claire. Oh dear. Claire's had to slaughter another lily beetle this morning. Very distressing. I'm sure it is. Oh, you do what you have to do, I'm afraid. Claire, your choice is, does the lily beetle survive? Or do your lilies survive? You are playing God. I mean, it's a wonderful thing, really, to feel about it, isn't it, eh? Morning to Peter Wright. Morning to you, Andy there as well. Anyway, I will tell you what's going on there, all right? And don't forget to get your likes in there to see Mandy and Mick's photos. We've got 15 already. 15 likes already this morning, so we're well on our way to seeing those, okay? So that was, as I say, Church of England there. Lots of buttercups there. Were beautiful buttercups there. Beautiful, beautiful buttercups and little daisies there. I thought I'd be clever and lay. I didn't lay on someone's grave, instead. I'd lay on my back and try and take a picture of the buttercups. But the sun kept going right in my... It was a beautiful day. Sun was in my eyes. I'm like squinting like that, even more than my piggy eyes are usually. Morning to Daniel Woodhouse, who's arrived this morning. Morning to you, sir. Hello to Mari. Looks like a guitar around like a gutter around the car. No, Jason. Not double glazing. Is it the arched windows in the tower, Chris? Nope. No. Oh, Gareth's just bought a Toyota RAV4. All electric. All electric? Do you mean hybrid? They don't have an all electric one, do they? I'm sure they haven't got an all electric one. It's hybrid. If you've got the hybrid one, you've got the same as me. You will love that car. I can't believe I've got a car sitting in the garage I'm paying all that money per month for, doing nothing at the moment. I love that car. It's so comfortable and very good on fuel economy. If you can, I don't know what sort of driver you are, Daniel, but if you can just restrict yourself to sort of on the motorway, 55 mile an hour, as much as possible, you will get so many miles to the gallon. I can get 60 miles to the gallon. That's fairly regular on that car. Seriously. I love it. Is it blinds on the window? No. You can't see it, can you? No one can see it. No one can see it. Is it the sky dish? No, there wasn't a sky dish on there. Andy loves old churches. No, you can't see it, can you? I'm going to show you once more again. Once more. Look at the tower. The tower. Something's on the tower. Mike Rees-Ponto, my other half, planted 80 geraniums yesterday. How lovely. Snow's eating geraniums? I didn't think Snow's ate geraniums. They've never eaten mine. Snails have never eaten my geraniums. Other plants, yes, they like hostas. Oh, the snails love hostas. Morning, George. They love hostas. Gareth, yes, it is a hybrid. I thought it would be, yes. You're going to love that car. You will love that car. Let me know how you feel about it in a week's time. You will. Of course, you can't drive it that far at the moment, no, can you? Was the vicar flashing? No, the vicar wasn't flashing. Right, I'm going to tell you now. Look carefully. Right, ready? Look carefully at the tower once more. There you go. Look at the tower. Look in the middle. In the middle, there are telephone masts. Can you see them? They're like a long white line in the middle of the tower. You just about see that there on the right-hand side. Let me just stop it. There you go. Right, look in the middle of the tower. Middle of the tower. Not around the tower, in the middle of the tower. Probably better to see it if I just restart it once more. Look, so if the tower's like that, look in the middle, what looks like a middle window. It's a phone mast. Can you see that? And there's one on each side. You can see two there. Right in the middle there. Yeah? In the middle arch. Long white thing. It's a phone mast. And I saw this. I saw this because when I was walking around the back of the church, among the sort of, there's a little pathway that goes across. I try not to walk on people's graves. I think that's dreadfully disrespectful to do something like that. Sometimes unavoidable, unfortunately. To walk to my mum's grave, to the bins, you have to kind of, not quite over a grave, but you know how it is. And I try not to walk over a grave. So there's a path next to the church, and there was a sign that says keep out dangerous radio transmitting equipment. I thought, well, I wonder what that's for. I sort of wonder because I notice things like that. I'm walking around thinking, what radio transmitter have they got here then? And I walked around and then I'm just standing there, admiring things. I like to read the gravestones. Little people that have died, small people, 17 years old. Some, I think it was a boy. That was something like 1893. Very old graveyard in there. 17. It's no age at all, is it? And looking around, and I'm just looking. I thought, oh, that's what it is. I thought to myself, there's the phone mast, and that's what it was. Rachel still can't see it. Really? Can you still not see it, Rachel? Well, I've never seen that on the church before, LaBelle. You may have them in America, my darling. We have never really seen them here. Is it a United Kingdom talk magnet on the tower? What a good idea. I could put one on each of the graves, couldn't I? That would be good advertising. Get some laminated United Kingdom talk stickers. I could use my stickers. They're laminated, aren't they? I could use these stickers, right? And just put one on each of the graves. And then when people go and visit, oh, wow, how fantastic. Something for us to watch on the YouTube. Is that going to be a good idea or not? Maybe, maybe not. The best time to advertise posters and things like that, if you're working in a pub or bar, club, nightclub, something like that, the best place to put your posters are either in the men's toilets right above the urinals, okay? Because they stand there like this. I don't know if have you ever been in a men's toilet? They just stand there like this. You can't see because the picture ain't high enough. Hang on, let's try that one. Why? Does that work? Oh, just about. They stand there like this, looking right ahead of them. You don't dare look over at the person next to you. You get your head kicked in. Nearly happened to me very many times. But yeah, that's what you do. So that's where you want a poster. Or in the ladies' toilets, on the back of the door as they close them. So the lady goes in, pulls her knickers down, sits on the toilet, and then a poster there right in front of them. Best place to advertise. Similarly in graveyards, on the actual gravestones, on the headstones. I never thought about that. I think that's an excellent idea. I shall be going straight down there a little bit later. LaBelle says it's not for the telephones, it's for the zombies in the graveyard. Yes. Yes, I'm sure it is. All right, Peter, very good. Was it Florella looking out of the arched window? Da-da-da. It's play school. Da-da-da. And let's looking through the square window today. My favourite presenter on that was Brian Cant. Brian Cant. Do you remember him? I used to change his surname. I used to say it to my mum. She went mad. You mustn't say that word. Instead of the word can't, I used another word. Mum, look, it's Brian again. That's not his name. Yes, it is. That's how you say it. No, it's not that name, you naughty boy. I love it. I love it. So I walked back home. The parcel, which is supposed to go to Frank in Orlando, is still sitting on the front doorstep. You may remember I've got a parcel that I booked with Interparcel, okay? And then they sub it out to Herpes, the delivery people. They should have picked it up Thursday. They didn't pick it up Thursday. I left it Friday morning. It didn't go Friday morning. Rang them up Friday, apologised profusely on the phone and said it would be picked up Monday. So now it's Monday and now it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Still sitting there. And I thought, no point in ringing them now because they'll only say, oh, well, we work until 9 o'clock at night. But you know when that thing's not going to be picked up, don't you? You absolutely know when that's going to be picked up. So that hadn't been picked up at that point. I had my lunch and that's it really. Last night, I spent a lot of time last night with my addiction, boys and girls. I am addicted to TikTok videos. I think I did 4, 5 or 6 of them last night, which if you're not on TikTok, I do put them on my Facebook, but I don't put them all on at the same time. I'll put them sort of at intervals. Otherwise, people might see, you see too much of something, of someone, I wouldn't like to force myself and too much of me on there. So I just let one go every few hours. So there's about 5 that I'll be putting on Facebook throughout the day today. I do have a favourite one there. In fact, I'm really, really pleased with the look of it. I've got to tell you, and it's something I've been thinking about doing. But you'll know which one it is when I put it up there. So that'll be on Facebook a little bit a little bit later. All right. So that was the TikTok videos. Then I went on to the messages on TikTok, and I blocked a few more people. I quite enjoy doing that, blocking people. When they put some sort of vile message because they don't get the humour, because they're stupid. Again, stupid people don't get the humour. Don't get the humour. I mean, do these people, when they see something on the telly, I'd love to know this. I should have asked, I might ask my mate at the BBC about this. But when something's on the telly, these same people that comment on the YouTube negatively, right? Do they do the same when there's something on the telly they don't like? Perhaps EastEnders, because people will watch EastEnders and other programmes like that, Coronation Street, whatever, and they will see a nasty character, but they can't get it in their small, tiny, thick minds that that actor is playing a part. That is not the actor. Do you see what I mean? I bet they get the same on there. I wonder what they do with them. Do they just print them off and I don't know what they do? Do they? Do they just print them off and use them as toilet paper or something like that? Do the people like at BBC and ITV get the same sort of emails that I get when they don't like something? Oh, I can't believe you're such a horrible person beating up your wife on the telly like that. They're just playing a character. No, they think it's real life. Stupid, thick people. Really? Anyway, I take great delight in going through the list of... and I block them straight. I never, ever respond to a negative comment. Never. I might respond to a nice comment, but the negative ones, really nasty ones, block, block, block. I've had to get a new hard drive for the amount of blocked people on my Facebook. I'll tell you that now. So I did that last night. And... oh, wow, 9 p.m. came and went, popped my head out the door at about 9:30, and guess what's sitting there? Yes, the parcel is still there, uncollected and unloved by Hermes. They don't love my parcels. They're supposed to love parcels, aren't they? Well, they didn't love mine. Still sitting there 9:30. So I thought, well, I wasn't surprised. Came in, went on the Interparcel site, and they closed their phone lines at 8 o'clock. Right, well, I'll do that tomorrow morning then. And then while I'm sitting there having my dinner, far too much food for dinner yesterday. Ridiculous. I'm eating far too much. Far too much. And this is since this lockdown. I don't know what's making me do it. Really. Ridiculous amounts of food I'm eating at the moment. Not between meals. 4 meals. I won't have anything now till lunch. And between lunch and dinner, I won't have anything. But the meals themselves are enormous. Enormous. I've got to get out of that somehow. I don't know how I've slipped into that. Where are we now? So parcel not collected, as I say. So I'm sitting there having my dinner now. And then my alarm went off. You know that little jingle sound you hear sometimes? That is a movement in front of my camera. It's not necessarily a person, though. An animal can set it up. and literally I heard a ding ding ding. I thought, oh God, don't say they've come to collect that parcel. Anyway, I put my dinner down. I ran outside and I looked, and there was no one there. Of course, the parcel's inside now. I brought it back in 9:30, half an hour after they say they finish. And I looked down the path, and there were some headlights just pulling off. I thought, no, please, no. Anyway, I came back to my dinner. And I looked at the door, and there was no card pushed in the door. They usually push a card in to say they've collected something. Even if they don't ring the bell, they're parcel collected, so they don't have to knock on the door. You know, no contact and all that business. And I picked up my phone, and I looked at the video that it recorded like a minute ago, and there was no one there except a black cat. So I was quite pleased about that. I like a black cat, don't you? Aren't they lovely? People don't buy black cats. You know why? You know why? Because they don't look good in their Instagram videos. Isn't that awful? Black cats are beautiful cats. Beautiful. Especially if they've got a little bit of white on their noses. So they're like, I think there's a name for those, like a Felix cat. I quite like those Felix cats or something like that. Huh? Anyway, so the saga of the parcel goes on, boys and girls, this morning. I've got up 7:30 this morning. We've got going nice and quickly this morning, which I'm pleased about. Fairly easy to put a show together today. Lots and lots of stories there for you to read out. And, let's have a look at the... okay, we'll be showing you the pictures in a moment of Mandy and Mick, just in a moment's time, okay? And 8:30 came, so I'm straight onto the phone, onto the Interparcel company, and told them the problem. I said, well, you failed twice now to pick this up. I'd like a refund. My God, no arguing. Okay, sir, very sorry about that. Could I just take your details, please? Bang, 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 and your postcode and your address. Bang, 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 and all that business. And she said, yes, I've refunded your money. Okay. Oh, right. I was quite taken aback by that, because usually they want to have they've got some sort of issue with you asking for your money back, haven't they? You know? But no, it was done straight away, and I got an email through saying that I'd been refunded my £13.17 or whatever it was. And that was it. And I said to the woman, I said, is it a general problem that you have with herpes sometimes? Hermes, it's called, of course, Hermes sometimes. And she said, well, and get this, right? She then said, well, we don't guarantee a pickup. We don't guarantee that it will be picked up. It's just if they've got enough time to come round to you. I'm sorry. Are you for real? I thought to myself. I didn't say anything to her. I thought, oh, well, thanks very much. Because she put the refund very quickly and there was no arguing, then I kind of finished it off quickly and went. I put the phone down and I'm thinking, what do you mean you don't guarantee to pick the parcel up? I don't get that at all, do you? So you book your parcel in to be picked up, you pay your money, you put it outside, but it's not guaranteed to be collected. Are these people for real? Well, that's the case. Anyway, won't be doing that anymore. Certainly not with herpes anyway. You can book stuff and I'll have to take it down to a collection point. I'm a bit better going into the post office now. I did pop in there last night, actually, into the post office, which is part of the newsagent. You go down there about 9 o'clock at night, 9:30 at night, closes at 10. There's no one else in there then. Aldi's the same. Go down there. I've got my little face mask and a couple of tissues behind it. I don't know if it's doing any difference, but I do believe something is better than nothing in front of your face, and that was it. But I can't believe that they don't actually guarantee the service which you've just blooming well paid for. It's like booking me to do a karaoke, isn't it? You know. Well, thanks very much. I've got your deposit. I may or may not turn up. I mean, I wouldn't last very long, would I? Stupid people. Stupid people. Right, let's have a little look at your delightful, interesting messages coming in. Who's there? John Aiken. Hello, John. Mike Responto. Black cats are supposed to be lucky if one crosses your path. I think they're beautiful, black cats. I used to have one here, my lodger. This is going back 25 years now or more. I had a lodger here, lovely chap actually, Lewis, and he had a black cat called Khan, Prince of Darkness. He's gone now, unfortunately, probably gone now. He was such a lovely cat, boy cat, Khan. calm the cat. Lovely. LaBelle had nothing but nice people in my messages, especially from the blokes I've done duet videos with. I thought they were going to be horrible to me about them. Well, some people just sit there being horrible all the time. They've got nothing else to do, I'm afraid. Good morning to Dr. Gregorian. Hello to you, sir. Right, let's have a look, boys and girls. Good morning to Adrian Richardson. A very good morning to you. Righty-ho, let's have a look at these two pictures that you've kindly liked to get. So it's Mick Davenport first. There we go. Before and after. There he is, Mick Davenport. He still looks all right, doesn't he? I have to give it to you, Mick. You don't look bad at all for your age, mate. There you go. Mick Davenport there. Little boy. And mature man. Not old. You certainly don't look old, Mick. Credit where credit's due. You know me, dear. Credit where credit's due. Very nice looking, Mick. All right. That's one picture there. And we've also got lovely Mandy, who is in charge of pain and suffering on this channel. Here we go. And here is Mandy's picture. Young and older. Not old, young. There she is. Oh, look at her in that little dress there. And that's a wonderful thing. Did you make that yourself out of a neck curtain, Mandy? She's wearing a neck curtain. No, it's a doily. You're wearing a doily on that picture on the front, on the right there. You look fantastic. You look absolutely fantastic, you two. You really do. And there's our Mandy. So thanks very much for sending those pictures in. Beautiful pictures. Really good pictures. Mick, you don't look too bad either, mate. You do. You look good. They haven't been photoshopped. Yeah, look at them all cussing you there, Mick. That Jason Hughes reckons you've been photoshopped. No, I don't think so. I'd love to see your tattoos a little bit closer there, Mandy, if you ever get a chance to do a photo. And, of course, the story behind them. A lot of people don't realise that. Virtually everyone who has a tattoo, there is a story behind that tattoo. Not actually behind it. You don't peel off a tattoo and look at the writing behind it or anything like that. There is a story behind most tattoos. So thanks very much for sending those pictures in. As always, gang, if you want to send in any pictures at all, don't go mad and start sending us 200 pictures, because I'll just delete the whole lot of them. Just one or two. Then send them through to that email address. Whatever it is, perhaps it's a particular talent that you've got, something that you've made, a picture of yourself, young and old. Doesn't matter. Whatever you want to show people. Please don't send body parts in, for God's sake. I mean, I have enough of those people sending constant body part emails to me into the studios of United Kingdom Talk Dear. Please don't do that, darling. Yeah. All right. Okie doke, let's do some stories for you today. In the Daily Mirror this morning, dog interrupts weather report by breaking computer. This bloke on Paul, one of the American newsreaders. Good morning, Sabrina. Fox 13. How many channels does Fox have, LaBelle? How many channels? So I assume they've got at least 13 channels. Fox 13, it says. Can't believe that. Fox 13 meteorologist Paul Delagatto was giving a live weather forecast at home when his golden retriever, Broody, that's a good name for a dog, isn't it? Broody, gate crashed the broadcast and jumped up at the camera for a much-needed close-up. A weatherman saw his report thrown into chaos when his golden retriever head-butted the computer and broke the weather graphics during a live broadcast. This bloke had been working from home. A lot of the news people as well, aren't they? And weather people are doing their reports from home. That's kind of working all right, isn't it? It's quite nice to sort of see inside people's houses as well, isn't it? There's a couple of the weather... I'm not sure about the BBC ones. I think on ITV I've seen something. Someone's doing stuff. A couple of people are doing stuff from their homes. They kind of make an effort and trying to do something. Like I know you appreciate the effort I go to here, rather than just sitting in the telly. Gary, I don't know if Gary's with us today. Gary's British Talk Show. You know, he goes to some effort. You see, I think he uses a green screen and he's got like a set behind him and a long desk and a microphone set up like that. I think people do appreciate that. Other people, you know, they might just fire up their phone and stick it in the kitchen and you've got things going on behind you. It's not the same, is it? But these people on the telly, they do make an effort, and you might see a mantelpiece with a few little bits of knickknacks on there and things like that. Anyway, fortunately for us, his adorable dog, Broody, had wanted to join in and accidentally whacked the computer with his head, meaning Paul was unable to move the maps on the screen. As he attempts to describe what the maps would have shown without the visuals for those at home, he tells Broody that wasn't very smart. Oh, poor little dog. He calls Broody to jump up on his lap as he gives his doggy a well-deserved chest rub as he continues his forecast. Ah, well, I think that adds to it, don't you? Years ago, I had 3 cats here. One in particular, Katie. Katie the cat. If you've been with the show a long time, you will know Katie the cat. I lost her about 2.5 years ago now. She was my mum's cat. And when my mum died, I took her on. And at first, she hated me. She hid behind the fridge or the washing machine, wouldn't come out from behind the washing machine, hissing and scratching at me, you know. But eventually she came through and we became really good friends. And one of the things she would be coming in the house, walking up and down. And there was a couple of times when I was literally doing a show here. Adam the plumber would probably be able to find the video. I'd be sitting here doing a show and she'd literally just jump up onto the desk. Certainly it happened in the garden as well, many, many times. I used to record the show. There was no live show. I would literally start a camera and do my chat and all the news stories and all that with no live chat there and upload it, and then people would watch it later on. You know, and many, many times I'd be sitting in that chair and the cat would simply jump up on my lap and settle. We love pets, don't we? We absolutely love pets. Rachel, the story behind my tattoo is regret. Wish I'd never done it. Well, again, a lot of people have tattoos and regret doing them, don't they? Especially when they're names of people. You know, I love Johnny or whatever. I love Mark on there. And then you split up and it still says it there. I'd want to rip it. I'd get one of those things, you know, like a nail file or something. And I'd rather have red raw skin than have that name still tattooed on me. But you can get them tattooed over, can't you, with other things, I believe, from what I said. Paul and Lou, if I get 2,000 likes, I'll go topless. No, please don't like Paul and Lou. We do not want to see either of you topless, my dear. There you are. Mara's enjoying those photos there. Thank you very much. Right, okay. Good, excellent. We got the raffle tickets being given out before the end of the show. Don't worry about that. Do join us for the quiz tonight. It's all there, set up and ready to go. I thought my piano player was particularly bad this week, so I don't think it's getting worse. You see, I have tunes in my head, but then there's only so many. And what I try and do when I'm doing the music round for the quiz is do tunes from all different times. Depending, because there's all different ages watching the show, you see. So I try and do tunes, and of course I'm not very good on the new ones, and I might have the tune in my head, but I've never played it before. And I do have a little rehearsal before I do it, and then it all kind of falls apart. But you see how you get on with that. We got a multiple choice round as well this evening. My nephew Gary Butler said, "Oh, can we have a multiple choice?" Well, he doesn't speak like that, but can we have a multiple choice round? So I've got one tonight. You've got a multiple choice round, general knowledge round, picture round. What's the picture round tonight? It's geography. Picture round is geography, and we've got the music round. All right, so that's tonight. 8 o'clock on this channel is our quiz night. Please invite your friends if you want to copy and paste the poster that I've got up advertising the quiz night tonight, which I'll put up again later on if you've missed it. Please copy and paste that on your own wall and get as many people as possible to join in that one. You don't have to register or anything like that. Just log on, start watching just before 8 o'clock. We'll start the quiz bang on 8 o'clock, and all you need is a pen and paper. Okay. Good morning to Ray Reynolds. We are indeed live this morning, Ray. It is not Memorex. It is live. It is live. Oh, no. Claire's started the likes for Paul as well. How many have you got now? 3? 4 maybe? Something like that. There's Gary. Hello, Gary. Morning pigeons. Yeah, Gary asked for the multiple choice round, so we've got one of those for you this evening. Shania says, Dad and I stand some chance at the multiple choice round. You never know, Shania. You never know, Shania. Okay. Someone's been making tea all wrong. Oh, you know this is a big bugbearer of mine. People that don't know how to make tea. I've mentioned it so many times. The worst offenders are those that give you a cup of hot water and a tea bag on the side. It tastes rank. Absolutely vile. Well, in the Daily Mirror today, it says there's very little Brits are more fond of than a cup of tea. So you either have to be very brave or very stupid to openly mock one. How do you make a cup of tea? I'll do a TikTok video of tea making, actually. LaBelle does TikTok of makeup and wonderful stuff she does. Beautiful lady, LaBelle. Beautiful. I'll do a TikTok of tea making. It says a video has surfaced online showing a call it a disturbing technique. A disturbing technique of making a cuppa, which has been labelled painful to watch. A clip posted to TikTok. This is huge, this TikTok thing. You know, it's absolutely huge, this thing now. A clip posted to TikTok to the sound of the EastEnders theme tune is captured how to destroy a British person in 15 seconds and has raked up more than 730,000 views. Wow. What's my most views? Hang on. I don't know. I really don't keep an eye on numbers at all, really. Let me have a look. What my most viewed for... my most viewed one is that, and which one is it? Oh, it was the one of Captain Tom that people don't. No, it's not the one of Captain Tom actually. No, it's the one of me entering with the Dreamgirls theme. You know, ba 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 ba. LaBelle's got one of those as well. Ba 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 ba. And basically, I'm behind. I can look. I'll show you the video. I can't play you the music, but the video is mine, so I can show you this without any fear of. Thing. Right, this is the video. Watch. Okay, ba 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 ba, and then I come through the curtains. Right now, that there you go, and that's it. That is basically it. Right, and that has got 59,700 views. 59,700 views. I mean, why? All it is me coming out of the curtains. My nephew thinks is because the shimmer effect I tried to do to the curtains, he said it looks like something else. Now, obviously, I can't tell you what that is, but you can make up your own minds. That the idea of that was that's how it is sometimes in a theatre. If someone's banging a curtain or you've got a bit of wind behind it, that's how it looks. But once Gary had said that, I did look back and I think, oh, you're right. Shall I take it down? Well, a good job I didn't. 59,000 people have watched that. But nowhere near the 730,000 of the people who have watched this bad tea making. It says, the video begins with a mug being filled up with boiling water before a generous serving of milk is added. Next comes the sugar before finally the tea bag is dumped in last. They put the tea bag in last. God's sake. And is unceremoniously removed after just a few seconds, leaving the tea the most disappointing shade we'd ever seen. I mean, it's white. The tea is white. What do you like, white or black? I know what I like, dear. It says just for good measure, a Jaffa cake is tossed in before the whole cup is emptied onto the pavement outside. Now, yeah, that's because it was a rubbish cup of tea. It was successful in its goal to trigger the fury of British people across the nation who have flooded the comments for the video with almost 8,000 replies, such as one raged, "How dare thee, this is our sacred drink." A second commented, "How dare you post this? Have to listen to God Save the Queen to calm me down." Another demanded, "First, tea bag first." Absolutely. Tea bag first. I mean, if you want to do it really properly, you need a teapot and tea leaves. Tea bags is an easy alternative, but it's not 100%, 100% tea leaves in a teapot. And then not far behind that is a tea bag. But for Christ's sake, tea bag, in cup, kettle on. When it's boiling, and not before, and not too late afterwards, within a few seconds of that kettle being switched off with the water bubbling, pour that water on and leave it. Minimum of 2 minutes. Maybe longer if you like it really strong. Not everyone saw a problem with the clip. One said, I'm British and that's my cup of tea, which is possibly even more disturbing, it says in the Daily Mirror. So that's good there. But, tea is very much anyone's taste. I like a really strong cup of tea. Some people like a watery cup of tea, a milky cup of tea. In my personal taste is a strong cup of tea with hardly any milk in it at all. Literally. I mean, you can't, and when you go and have a cup of tea somewhere, certainly for myself, you cannot trust the person making a cup of tea to put the correct amount of milk in. They just don't do it. Do you want milk in that? Yeah, just a very small amount, and you see them pick up the thing, and they're bringing it over to the cup, and I'm like, no, you haven't listened. Just a very small amount. Is that enough? No, too much, and then they get all shirty with you. Stupid people. I got more stupid people. Starbucks have got the right idea. I'm not a fan of Starbucks. I think they're outrageously expensive, but nevertheless, they don't do the milk. You put it in yourself. And I always ask to put the thing in myself. John Aikins can't stand weak tea. Yorkshire tea is a proper cup. Yes, I have bought the Yorkshire tea leaves, which of course you can buy either in bags or as tea leaves. I've bought Yorkshire tea before. I've got PG at the moment. Funnily enough, do you remember, Claire? I bought that great big PG things that's coming to the end now. How long ago was that? Did that last? You know my PG tips? That big catering size thing of PG tips that's nearly at its end now. I've got a Twinings one as well. But that's like a normal size one. Twinings English breakfast tea. That's nice as well. That's quite nice. Yorkshire tea, Twinings. I think Sainsbury's Red Label is quite nice as well. All different types of tea. Sean prefers coffee. Mick likes weak tea. I'm surprised at that, Mick. I'm surprised at you liking weak tea. That has surprised me. I would have thought you was like a proper Yorkshire, really strong cup of tea. But it's each and everyone's taste, Yes, that's right, Daniel. Captain Tom was indeed on Blankety Blank. He certainly was. He's done so well, hasn't he? What is it now? 30 million is made. Just brilliant. Did you see the little child as well? I think it was a little boy who's got something like something wrong with his legs. Maybe cerebral palsy or spinal bit. Some disability this little boy's got. And he saw Captain Tom wonderfully raising all that money. And then the little boy decides to do it as well. I think he's decided to walk something like 10 metres. But, for someone who's disabled, that's a mile. For a little boy, I don't know how old he is, 10, something like that. For him to walk those 10 metres, it would be like me trying to walk 100 miles. And then they achieve it. I love those stories. Absolutely love those stories. I had the sound on your garden clip left on. What garden clip? I don't know what that means, Ray. I don't know what that is. Ray can hear the wind blowing on your microphone. Are you outside? What, here? There's no wind here. Unless you mean you might be watching the garden thing going on outside, the live garden thing there. That's what's going on outside there. All right. Mick's got a tattoo with the ex's name on it. Couldn't get rid of it. It kept coming back through when it was blacked out. It took 3 attempts. George Bonds says I should have pain and suffering. How did you get that from the net curtain? Yes. Claire, Twinings is the best tea. Yeah, you're right. Claire likes weak tea as well. Shania likes weak tea. Roy Brownlow likes... Oh, okay. Michael Lawrence, how is your baked beans doing? Have you finished them yet? No, I've got 3 more catering packs. 3 more catering packs of baked beans. I did buy the cheaper ones this time, on Claire's advice, actually. Last time I paid £12. This time, £3.50. And they're okay. They're okay. I would say they're not quite... They're a bit salty, these ones. Because there'd be lots of different brands, but in fact, I'm going to write that down. More beans required. I'm down to my last 3 catering packs, which will only last me 3 weeks, if that. I like baked beans. I'm sorry, I like baked beans. Baked beans always have lots of vegetables as well. The little boy has now... It's now been a year... Oh, no, sorry. I'm reading 2 messages at the same time. Frank from Bedminster. Oh, he's in your part of the world, isn't he, Mandy? I remember now. Frank in Bedminster. He's 6 years old. He's now raised £40,000, that little boy. How fantastic is that? Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. I can't believe... Oh, Shania. I know what's coming next from Shania. So we're talking about tea. Now she's bought up the church, right? I know what's coming next. You carry on, Shania. Put it up there. I mean, you like to mention this as often as possible. I know what you're going to put up there. In fact, I'm going to write down what you're going to put up there. Right? Okay? I'm going to write what you're going to put up there, and it will be very similar to what you're about to come out with. I'll put this book here. So I'm reading your mind here. Reading your mind. It won't be exactly what you say. So carry on, Shania. Make your comment, dear. Waiting for that now. Sainsbury's low salt and sugar ones. I don't know that. Gavin doesn't like weak tea either. No. Awful. Do you remember Dream Bars? Dream Bars. They were like a white chocolate Dream Bars. Well, again, another story from the Daily Mirror this morning. You'll be pleased to know, after a decade, that's 10 years for the thick people among you all, after a decade, Cadbury's have officially brought their Dream Bars back to the UK. The Dream Bars were launched in 2002, but since they didn't prove to be popular enough in the UK, they were pulled from stores. People didn't want them. However, there will always be like a little group of people who are... there you go, Shania making Dad pay for the teas after church. They are £5 for tea paid by Shania's dad. I knew she was going to come out with that. She mentions it as much as possible on here, don't you, Shania? What happened was they turned up at the church in Wokingham, which was lovely. Absolutely wonderful, because I don't really have anyone to go to church with. You know, obviously mum and dad, they've all gone now, so it's just me. And when you get someone come to church with you and sit next to you, it's just wonderful. Doesn't matter who it is. In particularly nice, Shania and her family. Anyway, afterwards we had tea. So I thought they can meet the priest. Not the vicar. We don't have vicars, dear. We don't have vicars. The priests, dear. Priests. Meet the priest afterwards, and we're having a cup of tea. We've gone to the tea thing, and we've all had a cup of tea. And I put my hand in my pocket. Well, all I've got is 20 quid. Right? You don't pay for your tea. You make a donation, you know, into a little saucer. Well, I looked at this saucer. There was about 30 pence there. I thought, well, I really don't want to put 20 quid in there if there's only 30 pence left. And I said, well, I haven't got the money for the tea. And so Dad paid for it. I mean, Christ, it's like he spent £100 on 3 cups of tea or something, 4 cups of tea, whatever it was, and a couple of biscuits. You know, it was about 4 quid he put in there. And honestly, a year later, she still goes on about this. On and on and on, dear. I knew, Shania. Right, let's go to this story in the Daily Mirror. B&M. It's B&M I go to in Skegness when I'm up north. I quite like it in there. But now, isn't it weird? I can't just walk into a shop now and do what I normally used to do. Isn't it weird? Don't you think? You just walk into B&M and, you know, people would brush past you, get a few tins of baked beans and have a look around. I like to have a look around at everything in there. Can't really do that now. You want to be in and out of a shop as quickly as is possible, doesn't it? Now, oh, please. Shania, it's a lot of money to us, 4 quid. You're having a laugh, aren't you? Your dad working on the bins. We all know how much the bin people get. That plus the tips at Christmas. Christ, it must be at least £10,000-15,000 in tip. Oh, you don't not tip a bin man at Christmas. You know what happens. You hear that bin man, you knock on the door. You don't open the door and give him that tip. You'll find rubbish poured all over the road outside your house. Yes. We know all about that. Actually, it was Margaret Thatcher. She stopped that, didn't she? Tipping bin men. They used to come and knock on the door. I remember when I was a little boy. They used to come and knock on the door just before Christmas. I hello, Dustman's Christmas box, and you'd have to give her money. It was like a tip. Of course, untaxed as well. Dodgy characters. Back to this story. B&M has confirmed to Lad Bible, which they're great videos. They're hilarious. B&M has confirmed to Lad Bible that rumours are true. The Dream Bars are back. We're the Dream Bars. Da-da-da-da-da. That one. And fans can purchase 180 grams of the chocolate goodness for just £2.99. Which is a lot cheaper than mine and one of my T-shirts. Excitement grew as the news was revealed after spotting them in a B&M store. The Cadbury's Dream Bar. Smooth and creamy white chocolate. A little bit like Nestle. Nestle Milky Bar. Pew, pew, pew. That little annoying kid with the glasses and the hat. In the post, this bloke wrote, Cadbury's Dream now available in B&M for $2.99 for 180 grams bar. He also added, purposely left the B&M price logo as proof. But stock up while you can. B&M have said the chocolate bars will not be staying for good. All right, so if you like those, they're back in B&M. Rush into your nearest B&M as quickly as possible. And you'll find those there, okay? Joanna Lumley, talking of going in shops and places like that. Joanna Lumley in the Daily Mail this morning. She's been spotted shopping with normal customers. Yeah, there are certain people with massive star quality. Joanna Lumley's one of them. Tina Turner would be one of them. You know, Shirley Bassey would not the Spice Girls, dear. Not any of the Spice Girls. But there are certain people with massives of star quality. Certainly not Gemma Collins. No star quality whatsoever from Jeremy. Is it Jeremy? Maybe she was once. She might have had to change. I don't know. Was Gemma Collins once a man? I think it's quite possible. Quite possible. No star quality with Gemma Collins or anyone that's ever been on a reality show. I'm sorry, they haven't. Mark Wright, Lydia Dim, or whatever her name is. All those people, absolutely no star quality at all. Joanna Lumley, masses of star quality. Who's the old girl who does all the acting? Maggie Smith, masses of star quality. But you wouldn't expect Joanna Lumley to be standing in a queue waiting to do her shopping. Well, in the mail today, Joanna Lumley delighted fellow pensioners when they spotted her waiting in the OAP queue outside Sainsbury's in Battersea in London on Friday. How blooming marvellous would that be? Just imagine being behind Joanna Lumley. How wonderful. The Ab Fab star, she's 74 now. Don't look 74, does she? Another one that doesn't look their age. And look at it, but you look at her face, I'm sure she hasn't had anything done. These people that have stuff done, and we've got one in a moment that we're going to talk about, these people that have stuff done to their faces, it just looks awful. She's not had anything done, I'm sure. She's 74, she was stocking up on supplies and thrilled her fellow shoppers when they noticed her in the queue. Joanna was happy to oblige her fans with selfies and made sure to abide by keeping 2 metres apart. So, I mean, you can do that easily, can't you? No problem at all. Shoppers are queuing outside stores to reduce the number of people inside at any given time. The actress is clearly in good spirits on the outing, and she pulled a dramatic pose while posing for one selfie with a male fan. Which is like that. She's like that. How wonderful. I love stuff like this. Joanna chatted while holding her bags for life from French supermarket chain Carrefour. I don't know what that is. TV star spending the time with her husband, opera conductor Stephen at the moment. She says she feels lucky that she's wealthy and there's plenty of room in her house as the nation continues to remain at home. Because, of course, I suppose she's in, Battersea, which is in London. Now, you know, that would be, if you've got a big house in Battersea, lot of money. You and I could never have afforded such a thing. Yeah. I do feel, I keep saying this time and time again, if you are in a room or a small flat in London somewhere, this must be a nightmare for you, this lockdown. So right here, I've got a house here, I've got a garden, I can walk over the forest. I know some of you live out in the country, in the sticks somewhere, and similarly, have a house. Perhaps you own your house or you rent a house at a reasonable rate, but you've got all that space. If you're in a city, what can you get for £1 million in Battersea? Let's have a look. Let's type in a figure. Let's have a look. Look, right move. Is it right move? Right move. Let's there's what's the area near here? Chobham. You know Chobham, Claire, Chobham. Type in 500,000 there. Nothing comes up. Absolutely nothing. Hang on, Chobham. Let's do it now. Chobham. Chobham, Woking, Surrey. Right, for sale. Maximum price, 500,000. Let's see if anything's come up recently on that. Maybe some of the prices will have dropped now. So, any type. Right, let's have a look. 500. Price range, no minimum, up to 500,000. Fine properties. Oh, we got a couple of places. There's a 2-bedroom flat, 435,000. A 2-bedroom flat, 400,000. 2-bedroom flat, 399,000. Oh, that's nice. 2-bedroom bungalow, 385,000. Well, I was wrong, wasn't I? And the cheapest one, there we go, 230,000 will get you a 1-bedroom. What's that mean? A 1-bedroom apartment, 230,000. Okay, so there is a couple of places. Last time I did that, there was nothing. There was nothing under that. But that bungalow looks lovely. A unique detached bungalow, which has been refurbished. Oh, I've got to have a look. Excuse me a moment. Just talk amongst yourselves, would you, for a second? It does look like it probably needs work inside. Let's have a look. Oh, how delightful. Oh, is it close to other houses, though? Let's have a look. Decent garden. It's got a wall round the garden. A wall. A brick wall. Oh, how lovely. A brick wall around the garden. Garden's not that big, to be honest. No, not for me, but it was all right. Now, we'll try Battersea. Hang on, Battersea. We'll try Battersea. Come on now. What am I going to have to do? Let's click on... Oh, there we are. Battersea. What should we start at? 500,000? Right, maximum price 500,000. Fine properties in Battersea. Nothing at all. Nothing. Okay, let's go back. Oh, hang on a minute. That says Battersea Power Station. Okay, let's try that again. Battersea, South West London. Find properties. Okay, we've got a couple of things here. 1-bedroom flat for sale, £435,000 for a 1-bedroom flat, and that's a converted place. So someone's bought an old house and converted into flats. You don't want one of those. Oh, the noise! If they haven't done it properly, oh, it's a nightmare. There's another one here, and then the next one up from that is 500,000. I told you, £500,000 will get you a 2-bedroom flat in Queenstown Road. And let me have a look at the pictures. Oh, it's so busy. On top of a Sainsbury's local, sod that. Oh my God, can you just imagine the noise? And the fumes and the cars going around. Awful. No, not for me living in the city, I'm afraid. Not for me living in the city at all. But that's it. That's how it is. Andy lives in the smallest flat. I can't lie, it's awful, especially in lockdown. I'm really sorry to hear that, Andy. Using a small lift where people have touched and coughed, it's scary. Summers are worse. It gets really warm there. Gosh. Yeah. Mick lives in the war zone, explosions going off regularly. Yeah, I think Mick has often talked about the police going past and things like that near him. John lived in Battersea 25 years ago. It was a dump then, it now very trendy. Yes, so did I. When I was married for that very short period of time, we lived in a place called St George's House, Charlotte Despard Avenue. Now, you'll know this, Mick. This was our first accidental walk into a gay pub, right? Because literally we overlooked Battersea Park Library. And next to that, of course, was the Cricketers. And we went in there one day, me and my sort of new wife at the time. We went in, it was standing there having a drink. I'd never been in a gay pub before, you see. And I said to her, and I'm looking around, and there's a show on. It was Dolly DJing, who I got to know later on, years later. Got to know later on. It was Dolly DJing, and there was a bloke came on the stage in a dress, and we're kind of just taking this in. And I'm standing there with my pint of lager, and she's standing there with her half a pint of lager. I said, there's something strange in here. And she looked at me, she says, is there? I said, yeah. I said, I don't know what it is. And what's that smell? There was a smell. Of course, it was poppers. There was a smell. What is that smell anyway? We're looking around. And I said, there's no girls in here. Isn't there? Anyway, I think we left the pub not really worked out what was going on there. And that was my first trip ever in a gay pub, was accidental in the Cricketers, because we overlooked it from the flat. That's where we lived. Wasn't there for very long, just a few months. That's how it is. Mike Rees-Ponto has got to mention his Carre 4 bag he got in Spain. Uses it in Audi. Michael Lawrence, mums lives in Battersea. Whereabouts, Michael? Where is that? Dr. Gregorian, Carafao shop, pronounced Carrefour. Thank you, Dr. Gregorian. Carrefour. Oh, he's obviously been in there as well then. It's a French multinational corporation specialising in retail. They've got it in America as well. Thank you very much. Shania says you could afford a house in Battersea as you didn't pay for the teas at church. Oh, don't she go on about these blooming teas? Christ's sake, woman. Dear me. Christ's sake, woman. Jason gives the recyclers a tip every week. Put the recycling at the back of the lorry, not over the road. Poor Jason. Sean says Jason can't do what he used to do in shops now because he used to go shoplifting. Naughty boy. Now, we're talking of houses. A story today in the Metro, boys and girls. The Metro. I would be fascinated with this. This ever happened to me, I'd be absolutely fascinated. Right? A large, century-old secret tunnel, large enough to house a grotto-type bathing area, has been discovered underneath a house in Plymouth. How blooming interesting would that be? Would you be worried that, like, monsters are going to come under the tunnel, perhaps, and dig up into your bedroom while you're there? I'd be happy to have anyone in my bedroom, to be honest. I mean, anything, cat, dog, whatever. Jake Brown was working on his new Georgian property in Emma Place when he realised one wall underneath his home had a different texture. After a spot of drilling, he was then able to make an opening large enough to fit his head through to take a closer look. He found a boarded-up tunnel filled with evidence dating back to the early 1900s, and a newspaper suggesting it had been sealed for more than 50 years. Jake said, once I had made 2 holes, one for viewing and one for a torch. I peered. Oh, this is very strange and mysterious, I think. Once I had made 2 holes, one for viewing and one for a torch, I peered through the dark, dusty expanse and realised there was another cavern of sorts. The cavern had a lot of builder's waste from another era, so I climbed inside to explore and take a closer look. I measured the rough area of the space and observed its structural integrity. Oh, and there's pictures of it. This is in the Metro. I'll tweet this for you, gang, okay? I'll tweet this on my tweetering page, twitter.com/Chris Reardon UK. I'll put it on this chat box as well for you. Hang on a minute. Do the Twitter first. Let's see if I can do it on the chat box as well. I'm getting better at this, aren't I? I think. Well, maybe not. That one there. Right, that one there. That one there. Let me see if I can tweet this for you, boys and girls. Here we go. All right, tweeting and placing in chat box. There. You should be able to see that. If you ever try and put a link on the chat box, for you, it doesn't work. YouTube have block that somehow. I don't know if I can unblock it. Maybe I don't really know, to be honest. Um, but yeah. So, I mean, I would be fascinated to find something like that. He said he continued there, along with bottles of paint and and paint cans. Jake's biggest discovery was the newspaper, which he said almost disintegrated when he touched it. He continued there were little hints, the style of writing, no colour picture style currency, and then finally a date. What was barely readable was the year, 1964. This, along with other pieces of evidence, fitted meaning the cellar had been blocked up for 50 years. The tunnel appears to have been used as a dumping ground, and it looks like a pram there, actually. This rusty old pram that's just sign upside down there. Armed with evidence, Jake then contacted a historian friend. The whole area before then was a large hill, apparently, called Windridge Hill. This was quarried away to almost high tide level. Then the houses were built into the hole with cellars underneath. However, these early cellars, this one looks to be for coal, were built not only underneath that pavement but out onto the road, so the load on the roads would have been much lighter than now. I've seen these places turned into wine cellars, a place to grow mushrooms, and if big enough, a grotto type bathing area. How absolutely fascinating to find something like that under your house, don't you think? I think that's wonderful. I really do. Michael, when you come out of Battersea, is this your this where your house is? Battersea Park train station. Go under the bridge. Yes, first block of flats. That's where my mum is. On the left hand side of the road. Oh, what's the name of that block? I know that block. What's the name? Is it the long as in long block and about 10 high, roughly? Is it that block there? Because if she does, that's the same row of blocks that I was in. We was in St George's house, which is the one right at the other end. You know, so you had, I don't know what you got now, that we had a chip shop. There was a little row of shops. There was a pub on one level called the Chelsea, possibly called the Chelsea something or other. I can't remember now. That was on one level. And then a little bit further down, there's now what I think is a Tesco's. And then next to that is another pub now that we used to go in that pub. That was called the Eagle or the Spread Eagle. And we were a little bit forward than that in that first row of that first tall block. Charlotte Despard Avenue was the name of the road. I think they changed the name of the road at some point as well. Yeah. All right. So that's that there, is it? Good. All right, one more story and then we're going to do today's raffle tickets. Just a reminder, boys and girls, we've got a new raffle now that we're doing on Thursday. That's the Super Chat raffle. Anyone who sends a Super Chat in now automatically gets a raffle ticket for every £1 Super Chat you get. You send, you'll be getting one of those as a thank you for your Super Chat. Every single £1. So if you send £2, you get 2, 3, 3. So every time you send a tip to me, I'll give you a raffle ticket free of charge. And that goes in for our brand new Super Chat raffle, which is on Thursdays now. This week's prize is one of those. Okay, so it's an extra one. As you can see, not many tickets there. So good chance of winning that, all right? So you can join in on that as well. Anyone who sends a super chat, and that goes the same if you buy something. For every £1 you spend, I'll give you a raffle ticket for the super chat raffle on Thursdays, starting this week. All right. One more story then. Again, back to the Daily Mirror again. This woman, she's 22 years old. I mean, what she's done to her face, dear. She's 2 years old. She's been dubbed a real-life Barbie. She's had at least 20 lip injections. 20 lip injections, costing around 134 quid each time, and is planning to have even more. Her lips look like they're about to burst. I mean, I almost understand some people who do a bit of facial work and all that, but some people go to such extremes, and it literally looks like our lips are about to burst. They are like this. A Barbie doll wannabe who believes she has the biggest lips in the world has undergone her 20th lip injection. She's in Bulgaria. She's undergone more than 20 hyaluronic acid lip injections with plans to get her lips even bigger. She's 22. She had her latest injection on Tuesday and posted a photo of herself on Instagram to reveal her ever-growing power. It just... I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't judge. Not judging her. Why would you want to do that? She captioned her photo with the hashtags "Love Bigger Lips" as fan praised her for her appearance, with one saying "bigger is better." But I don't think they are saying. I don't think they are being nice. They just want her to keep doing it until something happens. I mean, presumably the lip must split at some point or burst, mustn't it? If you got a little cut or something or an ulcer and there was a hole, all that stuff would come out again, wouldn't it? I don't know how it works. She began her transformation in 2018, and she's got loads of people watching her on Instagram. Another one led by numbers, you see. They go on about these numbers. 32.1 thousand Instagram followers. They're just obsessed by the amount of people following them. Where she posts pictures of her lips to adoring fans. Why can't people just do something and not worry about how many people are watching or moaning? I don't get it. Hello to Sam. Good morning, Sam. Riccadona. Have you changed your little name there, Riccadona? Riccadona in the house. Is it Sam, as in Sam 1975 or something? Or are you a new Sam? Morning, Mark. Mark Bowles in the house. Hello, Mark. Hello, Mark. I feel great, but even some doctors think it's enough. I still want them bigger. My doctor said he will do more injections for me, but said I have to wait at least 2 months. Maybe they take a while to stretch. You can't just keep pumping stuff in there, can you? They're going to burst. She likes her new lips a lot. She said, I found it hard to eat after the injection. Well, you would do. There's a picture of her before. She's beautiful. This girl is beautiful. But now literally, the lips are sticking out. Let me have another look at the lips there. And her lips are as wide as her nose. That's how far they stick out. I don't get it. Oh, well, one of those things, isn't it? Okay, gang, let's do today's raffle. Who wants a raffle tickets? This is for the free raffle. On Monday, please speak now, oh gorgeous people, if you would like a raffle ticket for next Monday's raffle, where you can win a fridge magnet, exclusive fridge magnets. Mick Davenport, $1.99. Thank you, Mick. Thank you, Mick. I can't give you 2 because they're moan. You know what they're like. Oh, but you said it was £1. Why has he got 2? It'd be like that, Mick. You understand that, don't you? Mick Davenport, number 25 for you, Mick, on the super chat raffle on Thursday. Okay, Thursday morning. There you go. 25 for you there, Mick. All right. So super chat raffle. Anyone who wants to do that, if you send a super chat, I will give you a raffle ticket, 1 for each £1 that you send. But of course, we have the free raffle as always on Mondays, and that's what we're giving out as well. So if you want a ticket for that, please say ticket, please, and I'll sort you out. 672 goes to Andy. Thank you, sir. Sprinter van, your little thing is already in the post, my friend. Okay, 673 for Sprinter van. David Fryer, 674. Just a reminder, gang, if you email in for your raffle tickets, anyone who's watching the recording of the show, I'll reply to your email. I don't actually do it on the live show. So if you do it like that, you can either look at the email or just trust me that you've put one in. I will have put one in for you. Promise you. All right. David Fryer there. Diane Jeb, thank you. 675. 675 for Diane Jeb. There they are. See? There they all are. All right. All there. 676 for Michael Lawrence. Keep an eye out for one of my TikTok videos today, okay? There's a particular one. If you haven't seen it yet, I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. Might not be everyone's cup of tea. All I'm going to say is green. That's all I'll say. Green. And when you see it, you'll know the one. And please, you feel free to put the comment that you want to put there. All right? Positive or otherwise. I'm happy to read all comments on that particular one because it's not offensive anyway. I hope none of them are offensive. 677 to Shania Steele. Oh, it's a new Sam, is it? Sorry, that's just jumped forward there. Let me have a look. It's a new Sam. He's Australian, so welcome along, Sam. Welcome along, Sam, to our little show. Hope you enjoy it. All right, Colin K, 678. Mandy Davenport, 679. Jason Hughes, 680. Trevor Campbell, 681. Good morning, Trevor. And morning to your lady as well there. Trevor Campbell. Colin Coates, 682. Peter Wright, 683. Mick Davenport, 684. Sean Pye, 685. Claire, 686. Fran, 687. Tony King, 688. Hello, Simon, 689. Ross Herndine, 690. Mari, 691. Michael Lawrence. Oh, we've done you, haven't we? There, where are we now? Rachel, 692. Hello to Andrew, who's in sunny Scarborough. Good morning to you, sir. Morning to you. Yeah, quiz tonight. Quiz night tonight, Andrew. 8 o'clock is quiz time. It's all ready to go. All sorted. I'll PayPal you a penny, Chris. I dare you. PayPal me a penny. Can you PayPal a penny? If you PayPal a penny, Mick will get another ticket. I promise you. All right. Dan S, 693. Is that okay? Is that everyone? George Bond, you know the fridge magnet got lost in the post. It went to the wrong place, did it? But you got the second one, didn't you? Oh, Sean Pies just sent £2. Thank you, Sean. You will get on the pink tickets for that. 26 and 27 there for you, Sean. Just a minute. This is for the other fridge magnet. There you go. 26 and 27 there, Sean. All right, in there. I'm just waiting for a special jar to arrive for our super chat raffle on Thursday. A jar is coming. How exciting is that? Is that everyone? Paul and Lou. Thank you, Paul and Lou. 694, Paul and Lou. Paul and Lou, 694. That's it, I think. That's it. There we go. Is that all the raffle tickets? Okay, looks like we've done the raffle tickets. If I've missed anyone out, please speak now, and I will sort that for you, okay, if we've done anything wrong there. Parkness works for a solicitor, which specialises mostly in remortgages. Oh, that's worth knowing. That's worth knowing because I do. I'm a landlord and I've got several mortgages that I have to pay. You know, which is going okay at the moment. I must say, I've been doing it for 20 years now. When my mum and dad died, with my half of the money, my sister had a family, so they bought things with theirs, but I put it all into property of mine. So there we are. Okay, doke. Let's do today's birthdays, boys and girls. Happy birthday on this Tuesday, the 5th of May, 2022. Linda M. Buckingham, 59 years old. Greetings, Linda. The delightful Linda M. Buckingham. Happy birthday to you, my dear. Happy birthday to... how do I say that? Przemek. Przemek, I think it is. Good morning. Happy birthday to you. Divina de Campo. You would have seen her on the telly. I think she's been on a few things now. She's the drag queen who sits in the middle of the talent show. You know, when they're all like, there's 100 people there. I can't remember what that program's called now. I wasn't massively a fan of that program, I must say, but nevertheless, she was there. She was the one sitting near the middle, and she always had wonderful, bright coloured hair and the most fantastic, bubbly personality. I worked with her several times in Central Station. She's a lovely character. She really is. Divina de Campo, 30. Oh, and I think she was also in that RuPaul's UK Drag Race thing. I'm sure she was in that as well. So happy birthday to Divina. Onwards and upwards. You're doing really well. Keep at it, girl. Keep at it. Happy birthday to Divina. Also, Vanity Von Glow as well. Another drag queen for you this morning. Happy birthday to you. Marvee Woods. Morning, Marvee. Marvee is a music man. And you win today, Marvee. You win the prize for best looking lad on the birthday list. Okay? In fact, on the whole of Facebook. Happy birthday to you, Marvee. Miles Roberts today is 42 years old, and Brendan Richard Mead, it's his birthday as well. So happy birthday, girls and boys. Here's something for you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Twice, coronavirus. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Birthday. Happy birthday to each and every one of you there. Trevor, I'm sorry to hear that your other half isn't too well at the moment. Please send her my best regards, won't you? She's a lovely character. She just sits there quietly on the table in the pub, you know, joining in, doesn't she? So happy birthday to you as well. All right, Hermes didn't turn up. No, we did that earlier on in the show, Peter. They didn't turn up. I've got the refund. I was on the phone this morning. She gave me a refund. Watch the beginning of the show and I'll tell you all about it there. All right, did we miss anyone out there? For the raffle tickets? I don't think we did we? Did we do them all today? No text or anything like that? Oh, that's brilliant then. We're way ahead of everything today. Tonight is quiz night here on United Kingdom Talk. Do join us tonight and indeed every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. The quiz is all ready to go. We've got 4 rounds for you. One lot of general knowledge questions. We have a multiple choice round tonight. We have our usual picture round, which tonight you'll need to know a little bit about geography for the picture round, and the music round as well. That's coming up tonight at 8 o'clock. Thank you very, very much for watching the show today. Keep an eye out on Facebook for my TikToks. I'll upload one. I'll link you to one every couple of hours or something. Just so much fun, dear. I love TikTok. We are addicts. I need to do a TikTok. I need to do a TikTok. I'm sorry. I gotta go. Bye. I gotta go to TikTok. I gotta do TikTok. TikTok.